Hey guys, welcome to the first qualifying round match of the Reddit Minecraft tournament number 2. I'll be broadcasting this on live stream alongside Coestar and Detroit running around over there. We're almost ready to go, but I know Detroit just started her recording, so I figured I might as well start mine.
If you and Dyer are ready to go, I think that we are ready to let the refs know that we are ready to go.
I am ready. I'm recording too.
Well, while we're waiting, should we go over the map layout for those who have not seen this, and possibly even explain the game type for those who have not seen that either?
There you go.
Indeed, we should. First and foremost, this map is called Modern Woolfare, and it was created by the famed CilantroGamer. You can find him on twitch.tv more often than not. His channel is twitch.tv/CilantroGamer, and he does tons and tons and tons of Minecraft every single day, except for like a couple days a week. Very cool guy. He designed this map and multiple others, and it is a race for wool style map. If you would like to go ahead and explain that, do.
The objective in a Race for Wool map is to place the objective wools on your victory monument, which I'm currently looking at on my stream. In this case, it'll be the, I believe, red, blue, and green wool, yes.
That's where it is right there.
They are located in special dungeons located throughout the map, usually inside of wool rooms, which may be called fleecy boxes by us. And the main goal is to make it through the section as it's laid out and claim the wool and put it on your monument. Once one team has all three monuments on, or all three wool on their monument, they win.
Now, if you're used to Vex maps, this map has a little bit different style monument. It's in not quite the middle of the map. It's at the end of the first section, and it is shaped like a claw.
Right there.
And this is where you place your wools. Do they actually? Do they have to break the glass and put them on top, or
it's initially it was intended that you break the glass and put the wool on top of there, but I've seen people do all sorts of things.
Right.
One of the other differences is the final wool on this map is actually in a joint kind of area where both teams cross into, I wouldn't say the middle lane or anything, but it is a middle part of the map.
Indeed. It is definitely a
Tears of the Ender.
Pretty unique aspect. I think there's a few more maps now that have adopted this sort of end-game, in-your-face melee PvP portion, where both teams have to enter. I believe they enter from the side somewhere, or is it...
It's up here on top, I believe.
You actually do have to enter through the volcano bit.
A bit dangerous.
It's been a while. Yep. So you have to fight your way in there. There's branching paths that go out to the red wool rooms deep within.
It sounds like they need a countdown for, I'm thinking, the sumo match. I'm going to head back that way I can get a camera on that.
I have a question from my stream asking, did Vex start that way of making wool rooms, or was it started by somebody else? As far as I know, the brick and glass wool room was invented by Vex for his Super Hostile series.
Are you and Coestar coming back for the sumo match, or am I here by myself for now?
Indeed.
Okay,
we
we'll
have
hold
just
off.
arrived. Alright, we are here. We're ready to go.
There we go. Let's find out what's going on here.
Alright, so we have Nika versus...
J-Bayan, I think?
Yep,
J-Bayan.
J-Bayan. And there they go.
Nika of Caulk Blockers, I believe, C-A-U-L-K.
Almost took himself out of the ring.
Oof.
Oh, wow. One of those super punch moves there. J-Bayan went flying out. KMK has announced that they're going to be lane 1.
I like that. Grass Giants made it like we wanted lane 2 anyways. We're getting a synchronized huddle over here.
The Caulk Blockers all have synchronized jerseys with what looks like a chicken with a no symbol over its face.
Oh, that's awesome.
And group suicide there.
Actually,
And they
the
block
Cobalt
themselves.
Crackers may also have, unless I'm reading the same team.
I'm curious now
I
to
might be
look at theirs too.
confused. Actually, both teams.
The
Yeah, both
Cobalt
teams seem to
crafters,
have.
They have cobalt-colored tools on the backs of their shirts, or so it appears. This cobalt is a blue, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
blue
I'm
steelish.
actually more interested that the. Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah,
see.
okay.
They're chickens.
Yes,
Nice.
those guys. Those are chickens. You know.
So it's even a double
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
entendre.
Yeah.
Looks like Cobalt may be ready. It looks like
All right.
CB may be ready.
Awesome. I'm trying to remember what exactly is the first big objective, because, in direct fire it was getting to the bridge. In this map, I wonder what that would be, the equivalent.
Well, in this case, I think that one of the first objectives that you want to capture is this first house here, which might not seem like much, but this tends to be a bit of a choke point here because you've got a good place to build a cannon from, because you want to shoot across and perhaps blow up the house, blow up the stairs. It's also where they, it's where they enter this first dungeon.
Yeah, and it also has supplies in it as well. So this house
Indeed.
and the brick tower tend to be fairly contested areas.
Yeah, definitely. The map is so hairy beyond this point that I think it starts to sort of become a... everybody gets wrapped up in concentrating on their own problems.
Yeah.
By the time
Especially
they get down here.
the Soul Sand
Oh yeah,
dungeon.
God. Don't hit the pigmen. Is this version still a pigman version as far as spawners go?
I saw a few
I hope
back
so.
there.
I hope it is.
Yeah.
The way the AI works, for those of you who have not experienced this, all it takes is for one side to hit a pigman for them to aggro on everybody so they can use it strategically.
I really hope someone does that. All right. Cockblocker,
let's see what's
Solitary
going
Wolf,
on here.
Gramps, 223,
Looks like they're doing the final
and
prep,
Nika,
butchering unnecessary mobs and so forth.
MK325. Author Blues is wanting to check if we are ready. I'm ready.
We are ready indeed.
I'm ready as well.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Love that.
Doors are open.
Fantastic. All right, they're off.
I wonder who's going to get first shot off.
I think Cobalt may have picked up a bow first, but it's the question of what kind of shooting they're doing.
Oh, Nika is a big arrow PvPer. He's already laying into him.
Yeah, he's doing that jump shot technique that we see happen a lot behind barriers like this.
I like watching it, but I
He
hate
is.
having it done to me.
Cockblockers have reached their house and are inside it, and also are taking the brick tower right now.
We've got at least one Cobalt crafter. He's already been inside the house. He's retreating a little bit, possibly to help out. Or no, he's going back uphill now.
I see him coming up here. He's probably going to go for the brick tower. Or not. He's going to keep on going. Has some other objective in mind.
It looks like all of Cobalt has managed to escape the start area without any losses. And it looks like most of them are suited up in leather armor.
Looks like Gramp from the Cockblockers decided to take some fall damage and just to run and jump off the Victory Monument area.
All right, we've got Nika and Jay Bayan
Watching Gramps
exchanging arrows
223.
here at the house.
Grass Giant was completing a bridge just beyond the brick tower, but he tried to jump and missed and fell down a hole.
Oof.
Ooh, ouch. Fell down into the valley there.
Yes.
Nika got first blood, it looks like. Nice. Yeah, Nika's
see.
laying into him now.
Nika is doing well, holding his own versus two Cobalt crafters. Managed to take one out.
It looks like the CVs are raiding the graveyard for supplies. I now see someone with both iron armor and chainmail armor.
Yeah, they are armored up already.
And they are making sure to light up the area, which is very important.
Let's see what's inside. I'm going to look inside
Looks
that
like
chest and see what it looks like on the other side.
Looks like OP Kid from Cobalt has also managed to reach the graves and is looting them. But he is coming under fire from, I'm not sure if it's a skeleton or another player. I think that's MK from the CVs.
The rest of the Cobalt crafters, or almost all the rest of the Cobalt crafters, were back in their sand hut. Just recently dispersed, but Nika from the Caulk blockers has been basically keeping them on lockdown. Although they're starting to make their way out now.
Have we seen any runs on a dungeon yet? Or for a wool?
MK took out OP Kid, who had iron armor and was the furthest Cobalt crafter along.
One of the Caulk blockers, I think, managed to get down into the first dungeon, but it doesn't appear that they survived. I see that the lava at the beginning of that first drop has been completely turned to obsidian, but there's nobody here.
Right now I'm watching one of the Caulk blockers, Gramps, make his way up to the third and final wool area all by himself. And he's armored up, diamond sword and everything.
The Caulk blocker's iron at the bottom has been blown up by Jay Bayan, as far as I can tell. I'm not sure if that was cannon-based.
There is a trap due to, I think you trigger by dropping a minecart on something over there.
Ah.
Let's see here. He's got a creeper waiting for
Anyway,
him.
Grass Giant tried to go through the graveyard without any armor on at all and was quickly dispatched. OP Kid is trying the same thing now as well.
All right,
Gramps
Jay
is
Bayan
dealing with a lot of mobs over here.
Of the Cobalt crafters is collecting the iron blocks and diamond from the bottom of their
Alright, good.
I'm not sure what you want to call this.
Vanished.
Their mossy maze underneath the brick tower. They also collected the TNT, so this is going to be helpful for the Cobalt crafters. If they get some diamond armor, that's going to give them a pretty decent advantage.
Right now I'm watching Gramps as he makes his way through the obsidian labyrinth on the way to the third wool.
Oh, I think OP Kid did that strategically, where he hit the pigman to get it to chase after MK325, who was surrounded by 5 pigmen.
Very interesting strategy here being executed by Solitary Wolf from the Caulk blocker side. He is completely destroying
Doing good at lighting
the
things up here. He's
spawn
got a creeper on
area
his tail, though.
of Cobalt crafters. And I mean completely. There's a huge valley here now where their spawn house used to be. Their supplies may have been completely blown up if they had any spawn supplies still here at the beginning. And now they're
he's got
easy
2 on
pickings
him.
for arrows. That's a pretty shrewd move on their part, I'd say.
Gramps is in trouble, big time. There he is. He just got taken out. He actually aggroed a Enderman, it looks like. Now just remember how to get out of here.
This is going to be really, really bad for the Cobalt crafters. He's managing to get through. Managed to get safe.
That Enderman is still mad over here.
And OpKid got murdered at the spawn. This is going to be really, really rough to deal with.
Looks like the
They're not gonna
pigmen are
have-
not mad anymore. That's good.
It looks like Jabayan on Cobalt Crafters has made it back to the graveyard area, but he's getting shot up by MK. But MK was he's getting
Nice.
he reclaimed his armor from when he died. So it looks like the lockdown at the graveyard is still in place.
I'm going to attempt to try to catch some of the team's commentary from their channels. I'll be back here in just a few. Let's do that real quick. Pop into, let's see, lane 1 is the
I
Caulk
am
blockers lane.
really impressed with this strategy here from the Caulk blockers.
Let's see what Coe has to say first. Oh, never mind.
The quest.
So, can I put it any deeper? Do you think?
This is the Caulk blockers
Probably
team.
not.
Is that good enough? Okay, I think that's good enough. I wish I
Alright,
would
hey,
luck with
I'm
that.
at the little sniper perch thing we talked about.
I shot him as he was going down.
On the obsidian, blocking their bridges.
Okay, good. I'm gonna run first,
looking for ways I can kind of get in on their action as they talk.
Hopefully I can gather up my stuff.
Here we go. It's Gramps.
I've destroyed most
No
of
arrows.
most of the spawners up to...
There's no more arrows, and I have no arrows. Oh god.
I'll give you some arrows.
Killed the band.
Nick, where are you?
I'm in the beginning.
There.
They haven't made it to third yet.
Here you go, Nick. Arrows, that's all I got right now.
That's fine.
I'll give you my chain armor if it helps.
I'm gonna come back as soon as I can.
Okay, do you have any food?
I have 5 watermelon.
Could you... Oh wait,
Lots of background echo coming from their team. Looks like they have open mics all across the board. Apologies in advance for that noise. Gramps is taking a lot of damage though.
Come back and cover now.
Yeah, I'm back. I got 2. Bring the arrows, bring arrows.
Okay, I got...
there should be some arrows going to... MK, look in the chat tabs were blown away by Cloud, bro. I think that's it.
Hard to understand exactly what they're saying, so I think we're going to head out of here. We do know Gramps, though, is trying to make a run back for his stuff.
Okay.
We're going to switch over to the Cobalt crafters. And they are deathly quiet. I do believe
Okay,
they're
I'm
using
gonna grab a
Skype
bow
instead,
from
mostly.
I'm saving myself, okay? Well, I need to get over there too. Well, it's a death trap, okay? Get in, get out as quick as you can. That's all I can say. Get blocks off the ground.
And, Monsieur, if you're able to listen, if you could, try to
Oh god.
stay a little bit back in. You're constantly in the view there.
I'm dead again.
JCL.
Thanks to Nick.
L popping out.
MK.
And you got to stay out of his way, Monsieur.
Okay. This cannon, jeez. Okay, yeah,
All
blocks
right.
are now gone. Crap. Oh, fuck's sake. Is anything down here? Oh, wow. For
Let's
fuck's
get down here
sake.
and find out what's going on. And we go ahead and pop back out into the main channel here.
DireDwarf has managed to get out of his zombie and skeleton trap and is now pulling up relatively even with Fatter Chick on their assault to the first dungeon.
I think Gramps was just able to reclaim some of his equipment, but he's got 3 creepers closing in on him right now. Oh.
And yeah, Nick is still raining arrows down upon the poor spawning Cobalt crafters.
Yeah, they are. This is rough. Really, really rough for them.
I mean, even if they get a bridge built, there's a good chance they'll just set off their cannon again and take it out.
This time, Gramps brought a number of blocks of gravel with him to kind of close off the area behind him as he makes his way through the labyrinth. Not a bad idea at all.
I believe MK325 has retreated from the graveyard area and is now taking pot shots at Fatter Chick. The Fatter Chick is very well walled up.
Let's see if we can't catch a glimpse
And
over
they
here.
have their chance now to set their spawn and get out of this situation. Oh, J-Buy-In, no, go back. If J-Buy-In should really just go for the bed right now. Just make a run for it and hope for the best. No, go in the house. Oh, wow. No, that's
No, I'm
not
not
a
catching
good
him.
decision, I don't think.
I don't want your XP.
Grass Giant
Get
has
away
come
from me.
up with blue wool, and he's a Cobalt crafter.
Get away from me.
I believe they're the only one with the wool right now.
Really?
Okay.
I don't know how he got it. I didn't see him go, but
I didn't see him die, but
Well, unfortunately,
Okay, I got
J-Buy-In
out of here.
didn't seem to recall that they had a bed in the sand
There we
house,
go.
so he didn't actually set his spawn point, which means he's still going to be
There we go.
subject to this spawn hell if he dies.
Gramps made more progress that time, but he was taken out again by a zombie as he was kind of holing up in there. A lot of his stuff is still on the ground. He might have time to reclaim that, though.
yeah, I'm not sure how Grass Giant was able to sneak down there, but he definitely was able to do it.
And J-Buy-In did die, and here he is back here again.
So what's the current wool score? Like, who has what? Do you guys know?
As far as I know, the blue wool is had by Cobalt crafters, and no other wool is had by CBs. They mostly focused on PvPing them down. Because I know they made a run on Red Wool, but it doesn't look like that was successful. Because of Endermen.
Yeah, they definitely put a lot of effort into the PvP. We're seeing OP Kid just got taken out by MK, also Grass Giant taken out just now.
Cobalt crafters don't seem to be daunted by this. Fatter Chick is busy working through the first dungeon now, so they're just trucking along and still going for the wolves.
I did pop into their channel, though. The Cobalt crafters did sound a bit stressed out. They, I heard one of their team members call it a death zone up there. To get out, so...
Understandably, I would say this would be pretty discouraging.
Now, the Cobalt crafters have been unable to light up their graveyard area, and they're getting a lot of spawns. I see spiders and skeletons. Ooh, and someone died with some diamonds.
Ooh, they did.
Let's see, Fatterdick died, but I didn't see a respawn here. I'm not sure. That may mean that he or she set their spawn point somewhere, which would be a
Grass Giant
or
here on
perhaps
the
not. Let's see what's
Cobalt
going on here.
crafters.
This is OpKid. That is OpKid again. So they may have managed to set their spawn points away from there, and all except for OpKid, who I think just got shot off the edge and fell to his death. Yes, he did.
Looks like Gramps is trying to make his way back to the third area again, but he's got to contend with some undead, because you would think the lava would light up the platforms well enough, but apparently they didn't. And he's ticked off another Enderman. That was kind of awesome what he just did right there.
Solitary Wolf tried to rush in where a lot of mobs were and died. He was at the last main turn towards the green wall.
Boom.
One
There we
little
go.
devious trap going towards the green wall is that underneath the lava, it's lined with furnaces. And if you try to place a block on a furnace, it will open the furnace and you have a good chance of falling in the lava. A couple of these furnaces actually have items in them, like I think there's a diamond pick somewhere, or maybe a diamond sword. Maybe
That's
both.
pretty ingenious. Did not realize that.
And Co, you were getting some requests from your stream to increase the volume of your microphone.
I need to do this too, actually. There we go. Alright.
Alrighty. I wasn't actually talking at the time. They might have thought it was Dire. Thought Dire was me, perhaps.
Well, it's always 30 seconds back. They may have just
Oh, he's got a zombie on him.
been commenting because there's a couple things about that.
Nice.
Looks like Gramps is going to be entering into
Taking a look at the
the
chat real quick.
final wool volcano here.
Who else was headed there, you said, Co?
To the end here?
Yeah. Or were you talking about Gramps?
I was talking about Gramps.
Alright. Immediately
I'm
hearing
not gonna
creepers go off.
in there. I don't want to interfere or be in the way.
Yeah, it's not too bad
anybody
as long as you
in
hang
there.
back a little bit. One person is... I can go in there, though.
Yeah, Grass Giant definitely has slept in the sand house bed, but Jabrian still hasn't, even though he just walked right by it.
Come on, Gramps. You can do
I'm
this.
not sure that he's aware, or that his teammates have mentioned to him that he could set his spawn point. Which is unfortunate because it's a heck of a long walk back.
He has
every time.
flummoxed.
Especially because he just got killed again.
Oh.
Yeah,
What
he
are
keeps
they
getting
doing?
killed over and over again. Same with OpKid, who is also running past the sand house and not setting his spawn.
The AI improvements on the creepers are actually a little bit creepy right now because they are hunting him, but they cannot get to him right now. Inside the obsidian.
Okay, so you are keeping
Jabrian
track
has
of
fallen to his
the...
death.
Yeah, I'm keeping
Obsidian
track
ram.
of Gramps. That is, he's right now inside the volcano. Oop, he's getting smacked. Hey, Dutroid.
Oh yes, there are mobs up here in the spawn area.
Oh, wow. That's ugly.
Well, hopefully one of the rest
Icardi,
will
yes, this is
see
actually
that and take care of it.
Get out of my face. Ah. Quit it. Apparently now I have XP in my face. I need to scoot away from it.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Creeper just sitting down towards... Oh, yeah, I see. They're all stuck on the corner.
Yeah, they're hunting him, though. How many are in
So
there?
does-
It looks like 5.
Does Gramps have the red wool? Oh, he's getting kicked in by a zombie. Ooh.
Oh.
And the Cobalt crafters haven't even made it over to the red wool dungeon.
No, I haven't
And
seen them
they're-
push forward at all.
They may be waiting for day because of how many spawns there are in the graveyard zone.
Let's see, gonna pop down here into the soul sand area. Anything going on down here? Does not look
Jay
like
Buying
it.
and Op Kid still paying for the lack of a bed-based spawn point in a different location. Paying
Check on
dearly
the
for that
first
mistake.
wall.
Oh my goodness.
Hopefully they set a bed soon because the sun is coming up.
And I see that cannon
Okay.
is loaded again as well.
It's interesting. Both teams now have the first wool. I just kind of got caught up on that.
Here comes a cannon blast.
Oh, I'm gonna miss it.
Oh, too far.
Oh. Huh, let's see. Things have definitely slackened over here at the desert area.
Alright, I'm going to mosey on and see what else is going on here.
Grass Giant has made it to the end of the graveyard area for cock blockers, but I don't think he has enough supplies to make an attempt on the red wool.
Well, he might be able to steal Gramps if he gets in there. He doesn't really know what's there, though.
Looks like Fatter Chick is in the midst of delivering the green wool to the monument.
Oh, really?
So in spite of all their troubles, the Cobalt crafters do seem to be ahead as far as item collection.
Indeed. Well, as far as we can see.
Yeah.
Though it does look like Solitary was able to get the green wool for the CBs. Based on the fact I see a lot of obsidian down there.
Was
let's
Gramps
see.
able to make it out with the red wool?
I don't think he
Gramps
actually made it all
never
the way
made
there
it
to it, yeah.
Okay. So it may yet boil down to a battle royale in the volcano.
That would be amazing.
Let's see if there's any evidence that they've gotten the blue wool. I don't see any evidence that the CBs have gotten the blue wool.
Come on, Gramps, where are you at?
It looks like the
His stuff is going to
Cobalt crafters
despawn.
have found some sort of sneaky way through here to avoid most of the trouble. Because I can tell that they broke a block of glass, but I don't see any horrible evidence that they had to traverse the entire dungeon as it was designed.
Gramps brought a lot of supplies into the red wool area before he died, and right now I'm not sure if MK is trying to support or just trying to make a run on it to get that stuff back, because I figure it's got about maybe 2 minutes left before that timer despawns it. I'm actually going to pop into the Cock Blockers channel and that's CAUOK, and find out what's going on with them.
Alrighty, let us know.
See if we can get in here. Oh, come on, mouse. There we go.
The Cobalt crafters have moved forward towards the...
Sacrifice myself.
There we go.
Maybe I sacrifice
Hey,
myself.
Dire.
Do you want to
You killed
stay?
Yeah, I
Do you
got
wanna-
a zombie pigman.
Lots of background noise on that. I'm
Do you want
sorry.
to stay in the spawn, Mike?
Try to lessen that a little
Yeah.
Where do you
bit,
think you'd be more useful?
Swamp, because 3 of them are there.
at least for
Oh,
the
swamp.
stream.
Okay, stay there.
So maybe we'll
and
talk over it a
cover.
bit.
I'm gonna go for the second one.
You know what the weird thing is?
What?
I haven't actually ever played a Rage to Wall on this map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played one, but I raged with it.
I've played maybe twice on this.
Are zombie pigmen all angry faced? They're all angry faced. They're angry faced.
Really?
Oh no.
What do you mean spiders are angry faced? What spiders? Oh, the penguin.
Oh, here goes
God,
Nika.
I hate
Oh,
aggravated.
Nika. Oh, he's in trouble.
Oh god, this is
Okay,
scary.
I'm placing the
Oh, no.
green wool in the monument.
Okay.
I think the higher ones have.
I had to come back and say that Nick was kind of panicking there for a second around the Soul Sand graveyard area. The pigmen are not happy with him, and they are kind of hoarding around him right now.
Yeah, you got to watch out for those pigmen.
Apparently,
It's
they
funny.
are mostly aggroed on him, though.
Yeah, that's going to be painful.
That's another thing about that section. You occasionally accidentally shoot an arrow into one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
When
you
you're trying to-
wouldn't think it would be too hard to avoid them, but it seems
They're
like
everywhere.
there's always something. Yeah, there's always something that gets them angry at you.
I'm pretty sure the AI just makes them walk in front of your arrows. We've
Looks
got
like Jabian
Nika.
is attempting the Red Wool dungeon.
Looks like Nika and MK from CB are actually focus firing on someone over on the Cobalt Crafter's side. And they took him out. Oh no, it's still Fatter Chick. She's holed up though.
I could have saved him, but I'm a live caster, so I couldn't. I saw a creeper lock on to Jabian and hunt him down. I felt bad.
It's worse watching Gramps try to make a run for the third wool, because you'll see 5 creepers just spawn all of a sudden coming right at him.
Looks like we got some heat here at these spheres.
Yeah,
I
Fatter
assume
Chick
Gramps
is
is gonna try to-
holding down right now.
Is going to try to run the Red Wool with iron armor on, which will give him a much better chance of success.
And I see MK wearing completely chain armor,
Yes,
which
there
is,
are
I
some
think,
of
a
those.
first for me. That's first I've seen that.
Hmm.
What kind of armor rating does that provide? You know?
It's about the same as gold.
Okay. No, it's not terrible.
I
Does
think
it degrade
everything's the
as
same
fast
as
as
gold,
gold?
except the pants. The pants are slightly more or less effective.
It looks like Fatter Chick ran out of food, actually had to eat some zombie flesh or something in order to try to stay alive. There's focus firing, though. They're basically locking Fatter Chick down until, she gets back up. Don't call her. My stream's calling her a fat little chicken. That's sad. Don't
Indeed,
say
it looks
that.
like things
That's
are
mean.
getting a little bit rough there for the Cobalt Crafters. MK's doing a good job of keeping the heat on them.
Oh, great.
Let's see if the
Oh.
CBs are making any progress
Oh, man.
towards the blue wall.
Fatter Chick went down with a bunch of glowstone, redstone, and TNT. They may have been using that to make some kind of cannon at some point, but that's not going to happen now unless they reclaim it.
There's a bloodbath there for a moment.
There's Gramps. Oh, the pigmen are mad.
Did anybody else see that squid? I saw a squid.
Maybe
Oh, they're
empty.
saying, they're actually saying Fatter Chick is actually a he. So I'll have to keep note of that. My question to you is,
MK
if he's a
still
guy,
bringing
why
the
did he
heat.
get Chick in his name? I'm just saying. Not judging, I'm just saying.
Jabian's going to make another run at it.
Oh,
No
let's see here.
supplies. That's not going to be... I don't think that's going to work out too well. Unless he's just carrying them and hasn't put them on, or perhaps he's going to pick them up here.
And in this version, if he hits
Oof,
him with an arrow
nice.
that goes through the lava, he will set him on fire.
Oh, he's going to try to hold up for a minute. Oh, right in the
Oh.
face.
Too late, yeah.
Has Gramps managed to make it into the red dungeon?
Was just on my way to go check that out.
Let's see here.
Apparently not, because I was shot by Gramps.
Yep. And I still see Jabian's items down in here.
Is this where they went in? No,
Pile
doesn't
of
look like they
stuff.
went
I
in.
see creepers waiting to ruin
Let's see
somebody's
here.
day.
Did
Doesn't
he
look
go
like
around back
anybody's been
here?
in there
Okay.
For a little bit. Not
I think
since
that's where they went
Jabian's
through.
been in.
It's hard to tell. But yes, I think they've been in there.
Wow, all the Cobalt Crafters are going for it right now. I think that
third?
they know that the Caulk blockers don't have the red wool yet either.
I think that'll be the last wool for them, so that's definitely a good push for them
Yeah.
to make.
Yeah, if they throw everything at getting that red wool and they manage to get it, then that's all they need.
Again, the CBs still don't have the blue wool either, so they are a wool and a half behind.
Okay, Jay Bayan making another attempt.
Oof.
It doesn't sound like it started off too well. And he got shot by a skeleton.
Grass giant coming in right behind him.
Whew, I got out of there just in time then. Alright,
I'm waiting for the creeper explosion.
In. Yeah. And here it comes. There it was.
Let me go pop into their
Managed to
channel and see
survive
what
it.
I can pick up.
It's getting stalked by another creeper, and
And
boom. He was not aware that
Japan is coming around again.
Food.
There we go. We're now in the Cobalt Crafters channel.
Food. Yes. Zombie food is food. Eat it like you've never ate food before.
Not a whole lot.
Crap, they seen me.
Oh, I believe that's probably... Who is that? Opkid? Probably Opkid talking.
Trying to shoot them possibly off their sphere.
Oh, they're in trouble over there.
Oh wait, no. Ow. I'm...
That's Opkid definitely talking
yes,
right now.
Look where they're shooting at. Hi. Okay. Bow. Arrows. Sword.
Oof.
Oh wait, dude, I'll give you the pants. Let me take the pants behind you. Josh, behind you, pants. Put that on.
This is interesting listening in. They are trying to make
That's
the push this
probably
hard.
MK.
Let's pop back in the main chat real quick.
Yes, we did.
He's getting snuck up on by another creeper, as just like last time, he managed to survive it. Jay Bayan coming down in here, Opkid coming down in here. So all the Cobalt crafters.
However, both Gramps and CilantroGamer are getting close to entering the volcano in their full suits of iron armor, and at least one of them has a diamond sword.
Oh my goodness!
So
look
they're
at
going to
these
be
creepers.
They're going to be at a nice PvP advantage if any Cobalt crafters manage to make it in there.
Looks like Fatter Chick is setting up some ladders to get
wow.
in and out easier, but at the same time it's just going to make Gramps and them... Oh, we got problems here.
Oh, we've got some PvP going on. Diamond Axe versus
Oh,
Diamond
no.
Sword.
The entire Cobalt Crafters squad got completely destroyed, and it was once again a case of the creepers spawning from the little creeper holes, and then coming up behind the players after they've walked by and are not watching their backs.
Yeah, this is going to come down to gear right here at the Red Wool, I believe, because it looks like all the CBs are ironed up, basically, at this point.
Indeed they are, and they are going to be in a way more advantageous position here going in. But will they watch their backs?
They have the high ground.
Yeah, I mean, because this assault could just as easily fail. I mean, I've already seen creeper explosions.
I saw something that was pretty cool. J-Bian was trying to climb the mountain as he's being shot at, and I got right up to him, and then got hit in the face with a sword.
Gramps is taking out a lot of these creeper spawners. And I think he might be refreshing his iron armor with some of the iron armor in here. I mean, because it could be that the CBs end up taking out most of the creeper spawners, but somehow dying, and then leaving a clear path for the Cobalt crafters.
We've got
there's a
two of the
creeper.
crafters coming up right now, too.
Okay, let's see if we can sneak down here.
Yeah, MK is just basically holding the hill against the Cobalt crafters right now. They don't have any armor as they're trying to just swarm them, I believe, but I don't think that's going to work.
Now, for the viewers, you have to understand that it is a bit of a labyrinth down here inside this place.
Yeah.
So it's not just a straight walk. It can be a little bit difficult to find your way around, and you have to get the wool from your team appropriate wool room. You can't just grab it from whichever room you happen upon.
Oof.
Yeah, and they are reversed, I believe,
Yep.
as far as angles go, or sides.
You know, really
It
at
also
this
means
point.
no sabotaging the other team's wool.
Yeah, just looking over here, watching the Cobalt crafters trying to make their death runs. Basically, at this point, up the death mountain here, the Ender's Tears. They are just getting slaughtered.
They may find that they'll have an opportunity to kind of scalp the red wool from the Caulk blockers while they're on their way out, because there's no
Gramps
easy way
did-
out of here.
Gramps didn't make it. I believe Solitary Wolf is still in here, though.
Oh man.
And they were only one turn away from the wool room, but it had mobs pouring out. I'm actually going to try to show my stream the wool room here.
You know, what would be really good right now for the Cobalt crafters to do would be to bring a bed up closer to this area, since they don't have any other supplies. At least they would be able to respawn more quickly.
Oof.
Heck, they could even respawn on the mountain. You know, they could sneak a bed around the back here.
There's a nice little place back here they wouldn't even notice.
Yeah. Of course, the problem is at this point that it looks like the Caulk blockers are going to keep this locked down. I mean, unless the Cobalt crafters get some arrows in the game here or some armor of some kind, they're not going to fare too well against a completely iron armored archer standing here on top of the mountain.
We even got one of the CBs over there on top of one of these obsidian spheres firing down at these Cobalt crafters as they try to make their runs. So they've got double fire coming at them right now.
Wait, is Solitary on the wrong side?
Where is he?
Which one is lane 1 and which one's lane 2?
Lane 1 is where JCLL is right now. Cookie Monster. I just flew over it.
I mean, is it if you're looking out towards the map from the start, is it the one on the right or the one on the left?
It's the one on the left.
Come on, let me in. There we go.
Lane 1 is the one on the left.
Yes, lane 1 is the one on the left.
I think
If
you
you're
were in
looking
the wrong
down
one.
the lane.
He was definitely in the
Oh,
lane
where's
2
he at?
area. He was in the lane 2 area. I'm still standing by it.
Is that where
Did
he
you
came
see
from?
where he
Okay.
went? Did he die?
Oof.
He left the area, but
Where is this area?
the...
Are you saying at spawn?
No, in the lava...
I'm here with you, Du.
volcano.
I believe this is lane 1. Well, I don't know. It's maybe it's mislabeled. I'm not sure.
Because I know the other side definitely says lane 1, and he was up here.
It might be that the refs actually didn't go and fix the signs, so they both say lane 1 at this point, which
But I think he may have pillared up backwards. Not actually seeing the... He has the red wool, though, but it's the wrong red wool.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you have to go to the other lane side and then get the wool from that side, because that is your wool to get, I believe. It's hard to, I don't know, say. But it's weird. But I think you're right, Du.
Gramps is saying that the volcano is shared, but I think that
Yeah,
he
but-
means... Yeah. I understand what you're saying. I don't think
Yeah.
any of the rest of them did.
Alright, let's see here. Yeah, sounds like they went to the wrong one.
Well, if you're facing the mountain and you saw solitary wolf get the red wool from the what would be the left red wool room, then that would probably be the wrong room.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause it sounds
the way
like they're
it's-
supposed to be swapped.
Yeah, the way it's labeled in here, he
But
may
if they're
have the
both
wrong one.
labeled lane 1, then there's a problem.
No, one's labeled lane 1, the other one's labeled lane 2.
So they are labeled correctly. That was fixed by the refs?
Yes.
Okay. Then if you saw Solitary Wolf getting the red wool from lane 1 room, then the wool
No,
that he has is invalid.
Oh,
He got it from the lane 2 room.
oh, man, that
Oh,
hurts.
sorry, yeah. I meant the other way around.
Man, it hurts watching them just nail people with arrows one after the other.
You may want to bring that up because he's about to claim victory.
Man, MK is brutal with that. Oh, man. They still have control of the mountain, though, that's for sure.
So you're saying you saw him grab it from the lane 2 room, right?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. It's a good thing you caught that, because I don't think anybody else was in there at the time, or could have been in there at the time.
I'm just verifying that spawn says that, yeah, it says lane 1 on this side. Let's make sure it says lane 2 on this side. So yes, they were backwards.
Let me go pop in and get their reaction on this in Mumble.
Yeah, it looks like they're already laughing it off a bit.
Are we content with letting them just trash the wool they picked up and then have to run it from there?
Oh, wait.
If the teams are okay with it, and you are okay with it, then I don't see any problem with it.
Well, I don't have a problem with it. We don't have a problem with it either. It puts us in an uncomfortable position because technically he made an error in which their team should be disqualified. But there's a big difference between error by malice and error by not paying attention. So we try to make accommodations for things like that.
Roger that.
I do believe the Cobalt Crafters just got a hands up, basically. Maybe. We'll see. Gramps is still down there. Grass Giant was able to knock MK into the lava and take him out, and just, didn't matter if he had iron armor on at that point.
And the way to their wool has been secured by the other team.
I'm going to try broadcasting to all channels at once.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to pop into their channel and see what they say about that.
By the way, stream listeners, that was Author Blues, the tournament lord.
Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Hopefully you can all hear me right now. We are going to continue as proceeded. The red wool that was picked up by Solitary needs to be destroyed, and we're going to continue from there.
We did.
I threw it off, although it's on my lane, so if you can break it off my lane...
I'll break it, Chris. Just throw it off.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, my bad.
Chris is not the most literate person in the world.
Shut up.
Since when can dogs read?
I don't know.
I wasn't reading, goddammit.
We even asked for that to be checked.
Yeah, I know. If we hadn't asked, it would have been lane 1, we wouldn't have mattered which one it came from.
Baseball.
There we go.
Oh, to add to my kill streak, does that count that I jumped off and committed suicide?
Should be alright.
Nick, do you have an extra bow?
Yeah, they're doing good. I'm going to pop back to the main one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm down, trapped in this very cramped lava maze. I think we may have... Oh, there you are.
Hello.
There's Gramps.
Whoops, I was in his way.
In fact, I'm going to head over.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, this is the way they're not supposed to go. So let's see what they do.
CB team is just fine with that. They're laughing it off. They're already making fun of each other for messing it up. So they're taking it with stride.
Yeah, it looks like they're heading to the correct direction this time, I think.
Ooh. It sounds like one of the Cobalt Crafters might have rage quitted. Rage quit? Yeah.
Well, Japan hasn't been on for a while. There he is.
There we
I don't know if he was enemy issues or if it was from...
I saw one of his own teammates say that that's what happened, but apparently he's come back.
Alright, they have entered the correct room this time. Or have they? Yeah, it says for lane 1 only.
There we go.
So this is the lane 1 room.
Alright, let's see what happens here. This is actually really cool. MK is trying to flush out the Cobalt Crafters.
Alright, sounds like the cockblockers are getting into their wool area, which is way down in there in a tiny cramped little area.
Yeah, it's just in a chest. It's not in a full brick room.
Right. hidden away behind all kinds of little obstacles, lava, pillars,
mostly
and so on
zombie
and so forth.
spawners, I believe.
I got in Gramps' way there a little bit.
Like we back up
He's
to the
getting
wall.
ready spawners. He's gonna go ahead
Solitary
and
is
trap
probably
us
gonna-
in here.
Solitary probably has it. Let me check the chest here. Yes, he grabbed 9 red wool.
Alright, we are now trapped, so I'm gonna TP out of here to JCLL
TP
or
to
something.
me, or GC. Yeah, either one. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it's
right,
really hard
actually.
to cast from in there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Someone said we should try to get a texture pack that would turn obsidian almost translucent. That might be an idea.
It might be. In some cases that wouldn't be so great, but we'll try stuff out and see what we can do.
Cobalt Crafter still trying. Grass Giant taken out by Solitary, though he is armored up, I should say. And Fatter Chick is just trying to hold back. Oh, that would have been great timing for Fatter Chick to knock both the enemy teammates into the lava there, but it didn't happen.
Another possibility could
Indeed.
have been to place some blocks to cause the lava to fill in over top.
Oh, that'd been evil. And amazing.
Yes, and then if the wool survived, it would have been... Actually, no. Would have been illegal for them to grab this red wool down here that I think they placed, but didn't... No, that's definitely outside line. I think once the...
Well, what
That'd be a
happened
tough call.
was, and I want to explain
creeper
this
here?
for the viewers and the chatters.
No, we're good.
What the Caulk blockers did was a mistake on Solitary Wolf's part. He went to the wrong room. Being that it was witnessed and that they accepted having to go back in and go to the correct room to actually claim victory, and everybody agreed, I think that it's okay. And really, it set the Caulk blockers at a disadvantage because they had to redo all the same work that they'd already done, where the Cobalt crafters had the path completely cleared for them by the Caulk blockers. Because there's a lot of little obstacles to getting to the red wool once you're in that room, as you just saw, that were taken care of already by Solitary Wolf. So we had to do that job twice and run all the way back with the wool again. So I don't think that it really ends up being unfair to the Cobalt
They do have
crafters.
it, okay.
If anything, it really damaged the Caulk blockers more than them.
There we go.
And it looks like that's the game.
There we go. Yeah, that third wool takes a lot of teamwork. That became very evident towards the end.
Yeah, I think that what really determined, decided how this was going to end up is the fact that the Caulk blockers kind of hung back and took the time to make the iron armor and stuff.
And, of course, the initial spawn denying that went on, I think, was extremely useful.
Yeah, although I think that that's a strategy that is pretty easily defeated by just having a bed, and I'm very surprised that the Cobalt crafters didn't jump on that. You know what I mean? It seemed like they realized it later, but a lot of time was lost. Yeah.
Well,
a lot
also
of time was lost.
the CBs had a lot more polished play. They made sure to light up the graveyard area, for instance. And they still managed to make a bridge over top of the entire graveyard to avoid the alerted pigmen.
Right.
Not TNT bridges either. That would have been bad, especially in this match. Yeah, that was
TNT
good.
might have been useful in the volcano. Cleared a lot of things really quickly.
Yeah, that was a good match. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, that was a pretty good match. It was it was a lot closer than I think people predicted. I think that the Cobalt crafters were considered the underdogs, and I don't think that it was. I don't think it was really a shutout. They did quite well. It seemed like they were ahead for a while with the blue and green wool.
Yeah,
it
they got
ended up
both of
coming
those
down
wolves
to
first.
a red wool battle. Yeah. So even with that really clever move at spawn from the Caulk blockers, I don't think that they didn't really get shut down by that.
No, they were pretty much ahead for a little bit, but the Caulk blockers just took their time to kind of get things going first before they really assaulted that third one. I think that's really what made the difference. By the end, it was just basically death rushes coming from the Cobalt Crafters team, which did kind of start working towards the end when they had the other team, through a few mishaps, lose some team members and gear, but it still was not enough.
I'm actually curious the path they took to get the blue wool on both sides. Looks like they just tunneled way behind all of the mobs.
That was why I was saying that I think the key here, what really decided the game, is that the Caulk blockers took the time to hang back and make the armor.
Definitely.
The trouble is that when you're doing a do or die, just steam in there and not worry, not hang back or plan or try to prepare any supplies. I think the trouble there is that only is useful to you if you have an advantage that you need to quickly, jump in there and exploit it. If it doesn't work and it fails more than a few times, it's time to regroup and get some supplies, because the other team got stronger in the meantime. Like, they were basically invincible to the Cobalt Crafters towards the end of the game there, because they didn't have arrows, they didn't have swords, they couldn't survive being attacked because they didn't have armor, whereas the Caulk blockers did, and there was nothing that they could do at that point.
Yeah, I imagine there was a lot of frustration. It sounds like there was from most of the Cobalt Crafters team. And having the high ground there with that amount of armor and arms was just, like you said, impossible basically to overcome at that point.
Yeah. Dire, would you be interested in popping into the general discussion, see if you can get to one person from each team who wants to come talk to us about it for a minute or two?
Sure,
hopefully,
I'll see what I can find.
Good mics and push to talk on.
Yeah, definitely. All right, 1 second. I'll pop in there and see what we can find.
Yeah, both teams utilized the same basic strategy for getting the blue wall. They dug down a particular point until they hit bedrock, and then skimmed along it, and then down, and then along it again.
I was so scared.
Hello, guys.
Hey,
John. Hey, Dyer.
We're looking for one person from each team with a good mic and hopefully push to talk. Can you guys nominate one person from each team?
From our team.
I can go in the chat. I have push to talk. I can go in if you want.
Okay, who's that?
Kid, you're push to talk.
Nika?
Yes, I'm on push to talk.
Okay, I'll grab Nika.
As well. I can do it too, but we Kid 1 as well.
Can all do it on the team, but Kid's player 1, so get Kid there.
Okay, so who I want to hear from the teams. Who do you guys want?
Kid 1 and Nika, I believe.
All right, guys, I will drag you in and just we'll ask you questions and we'll talk to you guys, figure out what's going on.
Okay.
All right.
Advertisement, shameless advertisement.
Hey guys, I'm going to pull them in here in just a second.
Alrighty, thanks, Dire. Oh wow, okay. Then they went back.
Grass.
Then back to the front. That's pretty crazy.
All right, there we go. Nika and Kid. Nika from the CB Caulk Blockers team, and Kid from Cobalt Crafters.
That'd be
hello.
Hey guys. So, what did you guys think about the match?
I hate you, Nika.
I thought we did quite well.
Yeah, so you want to tell us a little bit about the strategy the Caulk blockers had? Was everything that you did planned from the beginning, like the spawn cannon and whether or not you were going to go for the armor or building the bridges at the end there?
Yeah, it was all planned, except for Chris grabbing the wrong wool. Everything was planned. So yeah, Chris found out that he could run get cannon supplies in like 2 minutes or something. So we're just like, sure, you can get a cannon. Where should we set it up? And he's like, hey, we could we could get rid of all their spawn supplies, and then make a giant chasm, just like in direct fire, except for they would have no arrows, so it'd be easy to lock them down. They'd have to either build a bridge or they'd have trouble running through there. At nighttime, they wouldn't be able to set their spawn anywhere but right in front of the water, and it's really easy to shoot people when they're in water. So we thought it would be a great spot to lock them down, and yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah,
this area is the wall is really thin and it's a lot of open area, so you don't want to destroy too many blocks to get it into that state.
Taking a look over there, what we're talking about.
It worked out amazingly well. You had at least 2 of the Cobalt crafters
over here,
locked down here,
including
for
me.
A good portion of the beginning. Yeah,
my goodness,
poor Upkid.
I know. I felt so bad.
I got very PO'd at that point.
I started shooting the skeletons at your spawn because I was like, oh, there's a skeleton sitting there. I'm gonna kill it.
Wow, I'm just now looking at the devastation. That's a lot. Wow.
Yeah, it's quite a chasm.
It took me a few minutes to even get to the bottom of the chasm.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I was trying my hardest to get you guys before you got out of the water, because that's when you're moving the slowest, and when you're falling down, because that's where you can't dodge. And I felt like I did very well at that.
Too well.
Now, Opkid, later on in the match, we saw that you guys were trying to basically just rush the final wool area. I imagine there was a lot of frustration with that.
Yeah, that's true. Our original plan was to have a fatter chick and grass to do first and grass do second. And then me and Josh just basically rush last wool. But since you got the two people who rushed the last wool locked down, we couldn't run that wool.
Ah, that's what was going on. Because we noticed that even though you and J-Buy-In were having trouble there in the beginning, the green and blue wolves were still playing. So basically, the rest of the plan went normally.
Yes.
But since you two weren't able to get to the end there, so you were planning on a very short match.
True.
That is pretty interesting.
Yeah, they didn't expect us. I'm guessing they didn't expect us to be that resilient in the match, because in the chat they were saying how we lacked cannon skills. I remember somebody saying that.
Who said that?
I believe it was either Grass or Fatter Chick. I'm not sure, but one of them said we lacked
probably
cannon
Grass.
skills.
But yeah,
also,
I would actually say this, that you guys do not lack cannon skills. I'm gonna say that right now. You do not lack cannon skills. I've seen Gramps' cannons. You are not bad at cannons at all.
Yeah, we
and
practiced
the
cannons
giant chasm, also.
The giant chasm was a very, very good. I feel like it was a
very
game
good
changer.
example. And yeah, that was probably what made us lose the giant chasm.
Yeah, and then once you guys set your spawn, I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna leave and go shoot you guys at the spears, and then I could see you guys were getting a little rushy after a while. Yeah, and then I committed suicide after thinking we won when Chris put the wool down, and then I was like, ah, crap, I lost all my stuff. And then they're like, redo. I was like, ah, crap.
Now, one thing I was wondering about was the pigmen. Did you guys ever use those strategically against each other? I'd catch that, but I suspect it might have happened.
There were some times where it looked
really.
like someone was like, if I punch this one pigman, there's 5 pigmen over there. They're gonna get killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were thinking like, hey, we punch this pigman right here, 5 pigmen are over there, but hey, look at this, there's 20 pigmen on our side, and they're going to be aggroed to everybody in the chunk. And then,
yeah, everyone gets aggroed, I believe, from pigmen if one person punches it. So if you've got like a bunch of people, a bunch of pigmen, I mean, next to one guy, you shoot that one of the pigmen, and they all come after him, kill them, hopefully.
Yeah, and for every pigman you see, there's 10 more behind the walls. So
yeah,
they're like roaches.
Yeah, we were thinking about getting rid of all the spawners, but then we were, it was just too much hassle, and then so I just built a little bridge thing across.
Off you go. Come on.
So I was getting annoyed with the pigmen killing me and me losing stuff. So
there we go.
Decided to build a bridge.
And poor Chris starved to death.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so what expectations do you guys have for the rest of the tournament, Nika? What maps are you looking forward to playing, and what teams are you looking forward to playing?
Well, actually, I'm looking forward to playing Owlbox because we actually did win that game, or win a game on one of Dire's throwdowns in like 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I believe
was insane.
Was our time.
I remember that.
Yeah, and we also have a couple of nice strats for Divided Together, so that's a nice game to play. So either one of those, because that'll really highlight me and MK and Gramps' amazing arrow skills, as you probably saw during that match. Yeah, those are like the best maps for arrow skills. So I feel like that's like the best map. That's gonna be the map we're gonna want to play. So.
Now I was watching the throwdown partly because I was doing like a scouting thing, see like if a weakness was shown or if a strength was obviously shown, and I was trying to think of something. Okay, so they are obviously really good at rushing. So what came into my mind was, okay, let's fight fire with fire. Let's rush as fast as we can and hopefully be faster.
Yep. And then that spawn cannon pretty much shut that down.
Yes.
Yep.
But it seems like it was a pretty good plan, though, anyway. I mean, plans often go awry, but as soon as you told me that, I realized why things played out the way they did.
Yes.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, our hope was that at least one person was somebody that did something very dire for what was going to happen in the plan. No pun intended. Sorry.
I was thinking that, like, oh god.
So yeah, we were just hoping that one person would be doing something so severe in their plan that if we just locked one person down, it wouldn't matter what else they did. They just couldn't do one thing, and that would have let us get to the end.
What did J-Bay do?
I happen to notice the graveyard over here has a grave marked for Vex, and there's a TNT trap below it.
Dig it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Alright, guys, so do you have any final thoughts?
Not really.
I would just say good game, OpKid. It was a
Good
pretty
game to you
scary
too.
match. We were nervous. Very nervous.
Now, one thing that got me super annoyed was Josh at the end. He just said, "Okay, I'm leaving. We cannot win. They've got the wool already." He left the server. He left the call, and when we figured out that it was the wrong wool, we were screaming like at him in the Skype chat, like, "Get in the call again, get in the call again, get back on," and finally got back on. And when we told him that Chris grabbed the wrong wool, he was like, "Really?" and then we just continued to try on from there and still lost, sadly.
Hey, buddy.
I've noticed with Chris, it's always the red wool. He either forgets it in pain water, or he grabs the wrong one in third wool.
Come on, buddy.
Well, for those of you who don't know, on my stream, when you make a diamond hat on airships or anything similar, it's called doing a Chris, and it's named after him.
Yeah, I would definitely say in the future, teams need to be made aware to stick around and see everything through, just in case something like this happens.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And they probably shouldn't commit suicide.
There was a suggestion
Yeah, that too. It's the same thing.
in Coestar that we may want to modify the map so that it's like pink wool and red wool, or like light gray and dark gray, so that it's more explicit as to which side something came from.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Maybe even a simple blue and red.
Because what happens if two teams get their wool and die in the same area, and the people don't know which red wool is which?
And
it could be as simple as
and
orange
one more
pink or
thing
something.
that our team was possibly thinking for this map. This was actually before we were pit against cop blockers, and we were kind of just going through all the maps. Like, we would just wait for them to get out of their bedrock area in that place, kill them, take their wool, and use it for ourselves.
That was something I was expecting to see, but it didn't seem like you guys had the supplies to really pull it off.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
well,
Oh, sorry.
we should probably make some announcements that tomorrow there should be another match, MineBlown versus Bacon, which I believe is scheduled for 11 p.m. Eastern.
11 p.m.
On
Eastern.
Saturday, there are currently 4 matches scheduled. One is really early at 7 a.m. Eastern. That's Team SG versus. Let me expand my thing here. The calendar's still not good enough. Okay, 7 a.m. Eastern on Saturday is Team SG versus the Destroyers. 2 p.m. Eastern is Awkward Potion versus the Silverfish. 4 p.m. Eastern is Brute versus Lavanauts. And 10:30 p.m. Eastern is Bulletproof versus Dead Pixel.
And we're going to have more matches the weekend after that. And probably more after that.
Yeah, there's a lot of matches to be had.
All of us will probably be adding these to our schedules and tweeting them out or whatever is necessary to get the word out so that you can come and watch the map. So I think myself, Do, and Dyer will probably be streaming most all of these, barring any other, any scheduling problems.
Yeah, well, I think you've said you're not going to be able to make the 7 a.m. one on Saturday because it's like 4 a.m. for you?
No, I didn't.
I wasn't sure.
I said I would stay up late and then do it. So really, on Friday there will be 2 matches for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there.
You're gonna go to bed at 4 and then wake up at 5 hours later to do the 2 p.m. one. My Minecraft seems to have crashed.
Something along those lines. All right, guys, that was a really, really good match, and it was very close. I think it was closer than people were predicting. So
yeah, that
being
was
very tight,
close.
very good.
Yeah, it was 2 objectives versus 3. Great game, everybody.
Yeah,
thank
definitely
you guys
great
for,
game, guys.
live
Yeah,
streaming.
great
It was
game.
really nice.
Not a problem. And we look forward to seeing everybody play in the future. And I think with that, we are probably going to sign off.
Yep, thanks guys for playing, and looking forward to seeing you guys again.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'll catch you guys later then.
Thanks, guys.
All right. And thanks, Co and Do. I think that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and kill my recording.
Alrighty, Dyer. We'll catch you later.